All right, so where did we end? I can't even remember where we end. I think we last time set up a CRUD application. Let's see. How do I do this again? Is it like, I think it was mix Phoenix server, right? Because mix is like the package manager. Oh, okay, wait. We don't have Postgres turned on. Wait, it is on. Oh, but it's not on. All right, let's turn it on. Start a new server. Let's take a look. What's up, Sarah? What's up, Maureen? How's it going? All right, so let's open the website. This is the website that we had. I remember that we generated a resource, playlists. We could make our own playlists here, but we don't really have an admin panel. So I think that's the next thing that we're gonna do. So we can create new playlists. We can have like URLs and shit. All awesome. You can create a new playlist and you can view it basically. You can delete some. All good. There's no images yet. That's all for later. But I think the next part will be to actually create an actual admin panel. So I want to just go through the actual docs because the documentation on Phoenix is actually really good. And I think one of the guys is actually talking about like authentication or like admin panels and everything. Because like most websites have like an admin panel of some sort, you know, some way to manage your website. Let me think. So I think routing is the part that we should start with, obviously. Is starting out like what route do we need? We need like an admin panel, so we need like an I think within our web we would need a section for admin, but I'm not entirely sure if the approach would, if Phoenix wants me to create a whole new application as like completely aside from the rest of the app. So like web would just be the public facing one, and then JuzzleCat's admin would be the admin, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what they want. So let's just read through and see what they actually want us to do. So I think at some point they had an example. So here they have a scope for web, and I want a scope for, so is maybe like outside of hello web we want to have like admin. So instead of JuzzleCat's web we would have JuzzleCat's admin. I'm not even sure if that's a good idea because the router is inside web, so maybe that's not a good idea. I'm not entirely sure how to set this up, but we can always change it later, I would say. Let me see. Adding pages. Adding another page. Yeah, that's just that. I don't mind that. Like, I already kind of know how that works. I'm just thinking of a way to set this up. Authentication Phoenix. Let's see how the people do it. So I see a lot of Guardian, and I think I want to start off doing it myself and then later on flip the switch and go with Guardian, just so that everybody knows and that I have a little bit of a refresher how to do authentication. I don't think it's difficult, but I think I want to do it later on. So I started off with doing it myself. So I think somebody made Elixir cast, just like Rails cast. Let's take a look at what this looks like. So I don't need to do a talk. I just want to see how they structure it. Okay, what did I do? So they have a teacher web. They have a movie controller that goes to, so the slash of the page is movie controller index, and then they have a resource slash movies that goes pretty much the same thing. But they also have users. Can I just see the code here? Oh, I can also see the code here. So they have an account. So they have registrations, the user controller, so that's within teacher web. So I think we can do the same thing. So what we want is, or at least I think what we want, is a model for users, or at least like a table for users, and then a module for accounts. But let's just see. Let's walk it through. Let's see what they come up with. So they completely made a CRUD for accounts for users, but the change set is an account. They removed the show. All nice. Sign up. Yep, that's cool. All right, Bcrypt Elixir. I've seen that before too, so I think we definitely need that because we obviously need to encrypt our password. So okay, let me walk you guys through what a password, like how login actually comes and works. So you're a user, you go to the website, you hit sign in. Make this a little bigger. You hit sign in. You get like this login form, but you don't have an account yet. So you go to the register page. You get this beautiful form where you have to fill in your username or your email and your password, and maybe a password confirmation if that's what you want. Definitely don't feel like that's needed these days, but because if you fuck up the password, you can just reset it and just make a new one. Because that's what most people do anyways. So then you send the password to the server and your email address, and there's no account yet, so it will check. So the first validation is to check if there is already an account for the email. If not, check if the password is set. You know, well, the other validation is obviously like is everything set. Is everything set? Did you send everything over? And then check if the password is hard enough, length and shit. Yeah, that's basically the validations. And then when we start saving it, we want to make sure that we don't actually save your password. You know, like we don't want to know what your password is. The only thing we care about is that it matches later on when we do it. So what we have is every application creates a random code, like super long, and it's gonna use this as the seed for the encryption. So there's libraries that like can encrypt a certain string. So let's say your password is password 01. It can turn this password 01 into something else. So let's take a really bad encryption, which is easily crackable. This one is, you shouldn't use MD5 anymore, but just for fun, I think we can do it. SHA-1 or SHA-256 is already a lot better, but let's try it. So if you throw enough computers at it, you can break MD5, and I think that's really easily done. So that's why there's different kinds of encryptions. But if we put the string password 01 in here, then we get this hash. So this is what it generated. It will not generate a new one. This is just, if you put in password 01, you will get this hash, and it will always remain the same. So that's what we're gonna do. So we encrypt using this seed. So I'm not sure if we can add a seed here. Can we add a seed here? Shit. SHA-256 generator with seed. Yeah, this is the seed. Wow, this is actually directly translated. It's really cringy. So let's say we put this is our seed. This is only something that the application knows. Like, you as a user will never see this, and nobody should ever get a hold of this, because if you do, then you can decrypt all of the passwords. It's not something we want. So we encrypt it with this, and And then we paste in our password 01. And then how do I use it? Oh, here. So this is the hash that we're getting. So this is what we save. So we encrypt it with the seed, and then we save this in the database. We save in the DB. We save this. Then okay, you have an account now. That's all nice and dandy. Now you need some email validation, obviously, if this is actually your email and blah blah blah. But this is saved in the database. So that's cool. But how can we use it? So now if the user goes to the login page and he checks for your email plus password, this is basically the steps that the server goes through. So you hit the login button, and this is what we check. So you send us the email and your password. We check the database. Hey database, hey bro, do you have any records for this email? And then if so, no, this is not the right way. So what we're gonna do is we're first gonna encrypt the password that he sent. So let's say he sent the correct password. So this is what he sent as a password. We encrypt this using our seed. So we encrypt it again. So this is what he sends. We get this exact value back because this is exactly right. And then we check the database. Hey, do you have a record of a user where the following is correct with the following stuff? This is basically what it is. With the following stuff. So what do you need? So email is the email that you send. Let's say bob@ross.com. And then his password, this beautiful generated hash. And then it will say, yes. The database will respond. And it will say, yes, I do have someone with this. And that's great. That's like awesome. Then I am like, I'm happy. Whew, he found me. I'm actually a user. But if somebody changes, for example, it changes he forgets an O, a completely different hash is generated. Look at this. Completely different. This is nothing alike. See? I don't even think there's a single character here that is on the exact right position. Maybe there is, but it's just completely different. No matter like how close the words are, password or password, it generates a completely different code. So if I made a typo for the password, I would instead just get this as my password. And then the database would say, nope, I have no idea who that is. And now we're sad. Okay, what happens? Okay, so let's say we got it right. We got the right password. And what happens now? Because like, it's nice and dandy that you logged in once and that you got back that you're logged in, but you need to stay logged in. So what happens currently in most applications, we create a session. So we create a session for the user. Create a session for the user. And I honestly don't really know exactly how this works. How a session like works, how it's generated, where it's stored. Is it, I don't know. Is it stored in memory? I don't know. I don't know exactly what a session is. But on when you log in, you have a session and you have a cookie. So we tell the server has a cookie, and so we create a cookie basically. And when you log in, we pass that cookie to you as the user. So the user gets the cookie. And then every time you visit anything on that website, you throw over that cookie to the server and you ask, hey, am I still logged in? Basically. Or not even that, you just pass the cookie to me as the server. So you give me your cookie, and I'm like, sorry man, this cookie is not good anymore. So we log you out, and then we send you over somewhere else. So that is basically the flow that we're going through. That is basically all there is. So instead, don't ever save a plain text password in your database. Don't ever do that. Don't ever. Just store some randomly generated hash with a seed, with a salt that nobody can ever see. Because if people see it, that's bad, because all your cookies are encrypted based on that, so they can decrypt the cookies. It's not good. It's not good stuff. I don't think they can decrypt your password, but they can do whatever. They can actually decrypt your cookies and sign cookies using that. Not good. Not good. Okay, so let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the video and take a look. So they did exactly what we did, or what our idea was. So if we now look at a user, we have a schema user, so that's the database table. And like last time we spent time on this, I explained to you guys that a database table is kind of like an Excel sheet. It has a couple columns. So like a user column might have a username and a password. A playlist table might look like a title and a URL, and that sort of stuff. That's basically what a database is like. It's just an Excel sheet, a huge Excel sheet where you can save more records based on a specific structure. What's up, Wolfie? How's it going? So if we look at the user here, we see that it's a user table. So in the database, we made a table, we made an Excel sheet for users with two columns, the username column and the encrypted password column. And it created a couple constraints already, so it validates whether the username is there and the password is there. And a uniqueness constraint on the user. So if we create a user, we want to make sure that there can only be one user ever with that username. What's up, Leela? How's it going? What is Elixir used for? All kinds of things, actually. I don't think WhatsApp uses Elixir, but they use Erlang, which is, well, like Erlang is the core language, and then on top of that, people build Elixir as like a syntactic sugar. So like Erlang is a little ugly, and then people were like, oh, let's make Elixir to make it look pretty. Basically, this is what Erlang looks like. Not that pretty. And then this is what Elixir looks like. And obviously I'm gonna get Elixir pictures. Yeah, that's what I thought. Obviously. And then all of a sudden this is what Elixir looks like. So it's like now a dark theme. I tried Erlang but stopped. I see. That shit is not pretty. I don't like it that much. But it's cool. So far I'm learning a lot, so that's awesome. How'd you know my nick? I have like something that translates to the actual one. So let's continue. So what does he do? So he generated a, oh, what is this? Come on in. Password hashing library. Wait, we're gonna get rid of Bcrypt? I thought he just added Bcrypt. Oh, come on in has Bcrypt. I see. So come on in Elixir is a library, password hashing library. I think it has multiple things. So it has Argon2 or Bcrypt. Is the winner of the 2015 password hashing competition. Bcrypt and PBKDF2 have no vulnerabilities and have been widely tested so far for 15 years. I only know Bcrypt. I don't know BPKDF2 and I don't know Argon2. But apparently you can use any of these. So you need multiple. If you choose Argon or Bcrypt, you will need to have a C compiler installed. Nice. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we'll probably use this. That's cool. I'm okay with that. So let's continue. So we're not really like actually watching the video, we're just skimming through to see how they construct things. They put session. And then they save the password. What thing is that? What Postgres reader is that? I don't think I have a Postgres client. Oh well. So they have teacher web. And they're gonna create a helper. What are they gonna do with the helper? Oh, sign. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. What class fac is good? I still have a hard time like understanding why they call things accounts and then the table users. Just I guess it's just a context name, but is it really better than users? Account login. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know if I like that better than just user. I mean, maybe I'm just too used to Rails to do that, but like, all right, let's see. So they have a user controller for registrations that only creates and makes a new one. Yeah, they scaffolded this, so they've made an HTML one for accounts, users. So the modules use accounts, and then a user controller. I don't understand why. So Bruno, how's it going? I don't understand why. I haven't really figured out yet why they name their contexts different from their the longest ad ever before I could watch the stream. Yo, no to feel, man. I had the same thing. I have like this like American Twitch Prime ad. I was like trying to mute it too, but it wouldn't work. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why they would split it up, but I guess we can just follow this. I mean, it's not using Guardian, which we're gonna use later on because I don't want to be responsible for like actually doing authentication. Like honestly, if you do user authentication, just use a library because it's well maintained. You don't want to be responsible for that shit. There's no reason why you would be, because literally pretty much every use case in terms of sessions and like accounts and everything is already thought out. There's no reason why you would reinvent the wheel, because that wheel has been reinvented already 20,000 times. So there's no way you thought of all the edge cases yourself. That's just my cup of tea. But it's nice doing it like ourselves anyways at first, and then just use the library instead, just to see what we're up to. So let's publish this. Yes. Isra, Cats, Elixir, Phoenix. Let's publish this shit. Oh my god. What is this? Did you finish the Hearthstone game? I did not. But it is actually chilling still. It is actually chilling still. Like, it's still growing. For some reason, there's still people that start the shit out of it, and all of a sudden it already has 58. And there's people that literally started a couple days ago. I think these two are like 5 or 6 days ago. I'm like, what? It's like, how? Why? This is like an old ass project. People still actually. This is like 3 months ago when I updated, and the only thing I did was update some packages. Like it started 2 years ago. And I don't even like the current setup that I did for it. The current folder structure isn't. It's not great. It's okay. It's not great, but like especially for the sockets, ooh, that's fishy. Don't even think it's using 15 even. React 15. Anyways, let's just get started. Let's just do it exactly. Let's follow this tutorial. Let's create a new branch. Add auth. Let's do it. Start working on this branch. So let's generate something. So max phoenix gen. And on HTML, I think. That's what the command is. Mix phoenix gen HTML, yeah. So we're gonna have accounts. And then user, so for the controller. And then the users table. And we're gonna have a username. I actually want it to be an email. And it should be unique. Oh, you can say that too in the generation. That's perfect. That's great. And then encrypted password, which is a string. Beautiful. Let's do it. I think we can do this in a new tab actually, because I like having my servers chilling in the view here. Let's generate this. Let's do it. Beautiful. Okay, so we generated a bunch of stuff. We scaffolded a whole bunch of shit. The user controller, some edits, some other shit. Beautiful. So let's migrate. Compilation error. Any user X. Undefined function for user path. What? Wait, why? Huh? Alright, let's take a look. User path. This one. Redirect to user path. Where does it even get this from? So user is there. So we can use user. We didn't. Who? The scaffold actually had errors. That is new. That is completely new to me. I haven't seen that before. That is interesting. How does our scaffold have errors? Ooh, all right. Yeah, it says that the user view. Okay, let's take a look. The user view. Wait a minute. Okay, let's just add the route and then see what errors we run into. That is so strange. We generate a new resource and it's already broken. It's perfect. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's go to the here. Let's add a new route for users. Hit save. Go to users. Broken. Because the table doesn't exist. That makes sense because we didn't run the migration yet, but when we run the migration, it just seems to break. Oh, all good now. Oh, because we didn't have the actual path yet, because we didn't actually have a route for it yet. That makes sense, actually. Okay, that is cool. That is cool. So now we have this, but we obviously the only thing we want to do for the user controller is to be able to create users. So we want to have a path. I think register will be good. So we're just gonna do register, and then we're gonna say only new. That's all we want. Let's see if this works. So now if I hit save and I go to users, it should say, oh, that doesn't exist, because it should be register. Register new? Oh. We're unable to handle this request. Whew. That seems very broken. Holy shit, wait, did the whole web server just die? Yikes. I don't know. Wait. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Let's restart the server. Oh, wait. That was just I just wrote some incorrect shit. So it's not only... Let's just see. I'm just typing and I'm just breaking everything as I go. It's perfect. Only create new. Registrations. Registrations new. I don't want to have... Yeah, I guess we need create. But am I doing it right? Only registrations. But you know, let's registrations. Let's just follow exactly what they do, you know? Just do it. Am I doing anything wrong here? Only create new. New creates. Everything same. How is this broken? What is wrong? No route? For what? Register new. Yeah, because it's not register. Registrations new. User path. Index. No function class for helpers user path to action index. What do you mean index? If we go to registrations, it's index. You know what? I'm just gonna copy. What is the problem? What is the problem, bro? Oh, we have to remove obviously the stuff that we don't use. Maybe that's why it's like borking out. Let's do that. So new and create is fine. The rest is just all goner. Okay, that's fine. No get, that's good. But new should be there. No function class for user path. What? I don't know what that means. I really don't. What does that mean? Let's continue. Except for new create, blah blah blah. Once the user is, oh yeah, oh wait, it's sending us to, when you save, it's sending us to the show, which is not there. So we gotta send them back to the admin page, which we don't have yet. So let's send them back to the root. Let's see what the mix routes is. Mix Phoenix routes. I think that's what it is. Yep. Let's do page path. Nice. Let's go there instead. Page path. Index. With the user. Sure. That's fine with me. Yes. Okay. Should all be good now. Generated a fuck ton of errors. Oh, still not good. User path. Where does he see user path? User path. Yo, Lemmy, thanks so much for the host. What's up, Nature? How's it going? It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. For sure. How have you been, man? Yo, if you guys haven't checked out Lemmy yet, check him out. Check him out. Typos everywhere. Check out Lemmy. How was your stream, bro? Yo, catch you later, man. Thanks so much. No worries, bro. No worries. I am so confused. Why is it breaking if I don't even hit something? Upwards user path 2. I don't even think I have user path anymore. Is it just because the whole web server crashed? Action index. No function class for router helpers user path 2. We don't even have that anymore. Why does it just completely break? Really have to restart the server every time I run into an error? That's new. No, this is still broken. Okay, let's check this texture then. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. I don't understand this shit anymore. Oh, right. Right. So, not our user view, but our user template. Our new is linking to the user path, which doesn't exist. Obviously, it doesn't exist. So let's do page path. And let's map put assigns action user path create. Sure, whatever that means. This is just, oh, you can pass an action, but we don't set an action. Change set. So confused, bro. It's okay though, it's okay. I think this is good. Create exists, we all get you. That's why I couldn't. And it worked. Obviously, dude, I'm so bad. Okay, we're all good, So we can create a new user. Encrypt the password is not gonna be something, but it's just gonna be username, email, and username. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, it needs to be double quotes. All right. I think now this should be called, oh, hot reloading, man. What a magical thing. All right. We good. So we send them a normal password. I don't think this might be broken. Oh, we're all good. Okay. So we're not following exactly the what is it called? The convention. Because I think when we create a user with the user params, we send the password, but we save it as an encrypted password. So let's go to the accounts, create user. And also let's delete the pages that we don't use. So edit is not used. Form is used. Show is not used. We don't show a user. And index is also not used. Good enough. Some night jobs are gone. With some MC mod pack and some scribble. Okay, nice. Alright, so we have an accounts context now, which has a couple of helpers, and then we have the actual resource called user, which has an email and it has an encrypted password, and we have a uniqueness constraint on the email. So what we want to do is I want to, in the change set, I want to have a virtual field for a password, because we want to be able to store a password on a user, but that is just a temporary one because we'll save it as an encrypted password. Either we do that, or we call it encrypted password and we save it on there, and then we just transform it. I think they use the transformation approach. I don't mind anything really. Password, encrypted password. So they use encrypted password. I don't really mind it too much. So let's just follow the guide because we're gonna replace it later anyways. But it's nice to look into it and just follow along. Let's do it. So let's just follow the groove, go with the flow, follow the convention. Let's do it. Okay, so let's add a link to our template to create a new user, sign up. Sounds good. Let's go with the groove. Go with the groove. Templates, layout, app. And then at the top bar, what do we have at the top bar? Get started. We want to replace that with a link. Oh. With a beautiful link to the sign up page. User page, new. Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Sign up. Sign me up, baby. Beautiful. So now when you go here, you go here. And then when we go back to the index page, we're here. We click on sign up. We're like, oh yeah, let's fill some shit in. This is not a password field, so let's change that. Texting our password input. Can we do that? Or do we have to set it type to password? Ah, beautiful. All right, so let's say bob@bob.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save. Oh, something went wrong. Enumeral not implemented. What? What do you mean? We did run the migration already, right? Oh, it is added. Wait a minute. Hold up. See, it's done the database query. Wait a minute. I don't think I have a Postgres client, do I? Doesn't look like it. All right, let's just post SQL in there. Woo! List. We have just regards dev. And then how do I do that again? Help. No, the other help. Fuck. Help. Slash. Fuck. This one. There's like switch databases, list tables. No. Shit. Can't remember how to do this. How do I switch a table? How do I get inside the table? Or inside the database? Slash D, maybe? Didn't find a relation name. Fuck. Switch. Wrote history file. Oh shit. Okay, this is RIP. It is C. All right, thanks, Husky. Can always count on you, man. Change. The C from change. All right. Oh, this is the list of tables or databases. How do I show the tables again? Was that D? Ah. All right, users. How do I see the table column again? Fuck. DT. What? What's DT then? Oh, then you like hide the other ones. The ID sequence, whatever that is. What's up, Dark Pole? How's it going? All right, what else is there? I need to take a look at the table, the rows of the table. List, table view, DP. No, that's preferences. List tables. DT. List views, no. List databases, no. What's up, Days Pamic? How's it going? Where is that? List tables, views, and sequences. That's already what I used. I want to see the actual stuff inside the table. Yikes. If to do a query, oh, obviously, yeah, makes sense. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. So out of touch. Okay, so we can see that this is persisted. I don't know why we're getting an error, like a super fucking crazy error too. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but something doesn't like this. Something doesn't like this. Something is happening. But yes, I'm okay with that. I honestly don't know why this is what's happening. Because this is all scaffold, pretty much. Page path. Oh. Maybe because we're sending a user over to the page path? I suppose? Just not send anything? Maybe that's okay? Let's try again. Let's create another user. Wait, it also went to the registrations. Oh, it didn't yeah, let's just save another thing. Ah, there we go. All good, we're all good. We all chilling. Okay. So, Cool, cool. So we created 2 users. The passwords were not encrypted. So let's fix that. Let's fix that. So we don't need a list of all the users. So let's remove all this. So we don't need that. Get user, yes. But we need a get user by... Delete user, it's not needed now. Delete user, also not needed now. So we'll figure that out later. Why did you say the password is plain text, much easier to handle? Exactly, that's true. You're right. Let's just do that instead. Okay, so let's add a library called common in, which does the encryption for us. I don't know how to install this though. Decide on the algorithm. We want to go with Bcrypt. And then add common in library. How do we do that? How do I add that library? Okay, here we go. Let's open our mix file. As easy as that. Mix file. Oh, we don't have a mix file. Do we not have a mix file? You have a message saying that they should encrypt the password themselves before submitting. Oh, that sounds great. I like that idea. Is it in here? Oh, here it is. There's no mix file. That's old school. Or maybe they call this a mix file because it's a mix. So. What's up, Archie? How's it going? So you just add this. There's no command to add it yourself. Okay, that's fine, I guess. What is the latest version? Oh, here it is. It's 4. All right, 4.0. Let's do it. Do we add it at the bottom? Yes, we do. Add it at the bottom. Let's add everything at the bottom. No structure at all. But we're not going for Argon. We're going for our boy Bcrypt. How do we know what Bcrypt? Oh, Bcrypt's right here. Okay, Bcrypt. What's going on here? Did 1.0? Only wait, it's V0. What the? How do I know? How do I know? Hey, where's the version? Where's the hex link? They had a hex PM link here. All right, show me Bcrypt. Oh, it doesn't have autocomplete. Great. This one. Yes, sir. 1.07. Oh, it has a copy and paste. Perfect. So I don't have to write anything. Awesome. I like that. Does it crash on trailing errors? Trailing commas? Hope not. It crashes on a lot of things. Okay, so we got that going. That's perfect. Let's continue on. And then we call this. Okay, yeah. Let's get all the dependencies. Boy. Oh, let's not do that in Postgres. That sounds like a bad idea. Beautiful. New Bcrypt. Come on in. Elixir make. What? Oh, because it was a C library? A make compiler for makes. Okay. Yeah, sure. That sounds good. Let's do that. Cool. We have this now. So now we go to our user. Lib. User cats. Accounts. User. And then we add our boy Bcrypt in there. Woo! Get your boy in. Beautiful. What else does he have here? He has schema, active change set, whatever. Doesn't matter. User. Doesn't matter. A little different. Why Elixir though? Because I like the syntax. I like the syntax and the features. I like it. This is a little outdated though. This tutorial. It's a little outdated. But I think the same thing kind of applies. I saw a different video before. Why does he need this? It doesn't even do anything with the user. Or does he do, oh, I guess here. But we don't specify that it should be a user. Anyways, it doesn't matter because before I think they didn't have any differences between context and this. I don't know. I don't really know. So let's just do the exact same thing that they did. Update change before save. We want to encrypt it. That's what we're gonna do. So let's check all the methods on Bcrypt. On our boy Bcrypt. use hash password salt. Yes. Are there more methods? Oh, there's no documentation. Oh no. Does the other one still work? Eh. Nice. You're not a fan of the parentheses, square bracket, arrow functions, pipes. You don't like pipes? I like pipes. I like seeing pipes. I like my boy Pipes. Okay. Let's see if this does anything. Shall we? Let's try it out. Sign up again. Could not compile. Shit. We broke it. What's the issue this time? You must restart. Oh, because we added a library. We can't, obviously, lazy. Oh. It's compiling Bcrypt real quick because it's a C library. Makes sense, makes sense. Variable users unused. Where? User controller. What do these pipes do? It pipes. Pipe stuff true. It's basically, in Elixir is actually a little different. It kind of fucked me up a little bit. In Elixir, if you use the pipe, it passes whatever is in here as the first parameter of this function. So let's say you would normally write a couple functions like you have a string void and you want to uppercase it, something like this, right? But you also want to you want to lowercase the first character for some reason. You do this, and then you also want to append underscore. That's also what you want to do. This doesn't read very nicely, you know? Because, and the thing is, there's a simple reason why this doesn't read very nice. It's also because there's no syntax highlighting. Let's just do the JavaScript one. Kind of looks like that. It's because you have to read it inside out. It's because you think you would read it like this, but it actually works this way around. Right? First, this gets evaluated. Then this gets evaluated. And then the outcome of that gets evaluated into this. And then there is a result. So instead, what you would like to see is something like this. You would see void. And then you pipe it to uppercase. And then you would pipe it to lowercase, the first character. Wow, it actually, it prettifies my code here. And then you also do this. Wow, it actually prefers that over this. Oh. Does that make sense? So this one gets passed into here. So basically this happens. And then that one's knocked off. And then we pass the result of this. We pass that in here. Right? And then that gets evaluated. And then the result of this gets passed into the last one. And now we're back to where we were before. So that's not very nice. So what they do instead is you pass a user into the cast method as the first argument. So basically this is what it is. Uppercase, lowercase, first character, append underscore. That also works. That basically is what happens. Right? Okay. All set. Okay, what's the... Okay, yeah. I think we're good. I think this should work. So we have this. Let's do hello@world.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit save. User created successfully. Before it hit the database, it should have encrypted the password. And as you can see, this is the thing that we did. Awesome. So now if we check Postgres. And we check change cats dev, and then we select from users, We have 2 of the dummy ones that we created, but also one where the password is encrypted. Woo, nice. That function reads like something from TensorFlow. I've never used TensorFlow. I just recently learned what that was, what that is. Okay, that's cool. So the only thing we didn't do much validation, but at least it's persisted. That's cool. Let's add login. Let's add login, boys. By the way, this was the thing to explain to you guys what this does. TensorFlow API is horrible. I've heard it's the only real thing that you can use because of it is the only thing that's feature complete. That's what I've heard from the DevOps people at work. It's not that great, but there's nothing else that really is feature complete, so everybody uses it. Okay, so let's create. So let's take a look at the tutorial. Let's see if they generate a controller or they just do it themselves. After the user screen created, let's put our user ID on the session as current user ID. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. So if this is okay, so in our user controller, we always have to set a session. So here, if it's okay, then do it. This wasn't like this. This was like this, right? Because there's 2 cases. There's the okay case and there's the error case. Because if I save and sign up without... Oops, something went wrong. Yikes. That is not good. That means I gotta... Does it mean I gotta... Something went wrong. Wait a minute. Why did something get wrong? We know exactly what went wrong. Can be blank. Please check the errors below. Oh, is that what normally is that what's normally happening? Okay, that's fun. I didn't know that was the convention, but sure, let's do it. So we create a session after we create. So let's do it. Let's just create another user. Fuck it. Test@test.com 1 2 3 4 5 6. Very secure password. Users created, and we put a session. So do we have a cookie now? Do we have a cookie? Where do we see that nowadays? I'm a front-end dev. I'm supposed to know this. There you go. We already had a cookie though. I think. Beautiful. Secure. Nice. It's not secure. HTTP. Great. I like it. I like it. Sure. Whatever. Cool. I guess we made a session. How do I know? I don't know. How we know? How do we know? Let's check it. Okay. Signed in. Oh, we can make a helper. Is that the right way to do it? Is that what people do? Make helpers? I thought helpers was like a super reals thing. Oh, you know, let's make a helper. Let's just follow the guide. Let's follow what they're doing. Auth.ex. We're just following the tutorial. We're just not even gonna use the code that we read here, but it's just nice practice. Let's copy and paste. Not teachers web, just our cats web. Or is it just our cats lowercase? Yeah, it is. God damn it, Boyd. Helpers auth. Okay, then we make a module. We make a function called signed in. It takes a connection and then checks if the connection, if there's a connection with this, it takes the user ID from the session, and then if there is a user ID, do, and then we need to, let's import this thing. Because I like that better. User get. That's how that works? No, user here. We need the repo. This is user repo? Wait, where do I find those repos again? Here's a repo. Here's our cat's repo. Oh, this is a repo. Fuck. Of course I knew. Let's import that too, because I don't want to type that repo. Just want to do repo. If user get the user. What the hell? Why? What the fuck? No, this is not how you do that. We have this. We have this. What the fuck? That's horrible. Yeah, we're not doing that. Fuck that. We're gonna do it our own way. Accounts. Get user. And break. Yes. What the hell, bro? No. User ID. That's all we're getting. What the hell? They want to teach us bad practices? Hello? Hell no. That ain't happening, boy. Wait, this is actually kind of weird. Is this weird? Let's fucking do it. This means that every time we call this, we check the database if it exists, and we get the whole user object, and we just like flip it to a boolean. Okay, yeah, that's one way to do it. I guess that sounds interesting. Oh my god, we're going like way off here. This is not how you should do this. We're making a quote. Oh, this thing is always available. Okay. Whew. Okay, we're going to user cats, and then here, and then in the view quote, we add an extra helper. Our own helper. Helpers. All the helpers? Oh. Only. Why is it only? Signed in, question mark, 1. What the fuck is even happening? What is this? What are we doing here? This is so strange. Since checking whether a user has a session is pretty common, we'll probably want to use this function across different views. Blah, blah, blah. Makes sense. We're doing a fucking... it's okay though, I guess. We just call the database every time. Yikes. Every single time I call this method, it will call the database. That sounds fantastic. Okay. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? Maybe there's a reason that they don't use the context here. Maybe because this method could get more complicated. Also, do we want... Oh, maybe it's because of the bang that it breaks. Because otherwise I get a no results error, like hardcore. I don't want this thing to break. Maybe that's the reason why. Okay, fair. Okay, let's just switch this back. Let's switch this back. Roll that back, boys. I think that makes sense. Let's alias both of these. Steal them from here. I'm just rambling about, guys. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Don't get scared here. It's all okay. I'm just a little weird. I think this is really strange. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with the flow. Yeah, let's just go completely with the flow, man. Let's just do it. Completely fine with this. This really, I don't know what this means. I really do not know what this does. I guess the first method of the sign in. I think this should work too, man. Let's just go with this. It reads way nicer. Go with this. Let's see if this breaks everything. Okay. All right. Okay, let's change our code in the app to do this. It's kind of nice. I like it. Go to our view, to our templates layout. So instead of showing the sign up path, we want to just show this. Ooh, that's a big boy. Router call undefined. Where are we at? What are we doing? What's the problem? Router is unavailable. Nice. Router call 2 is fucked up. Okay, let's it's probably due to the change that I made here. Let's go and change this back. Oh. Did I break the entire router? I honestly have no fucking clue what I'm doing. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hey, see, it worked. Sign out. We're signed in. How do we know who signed in, though? I want to show my username. Okay. This is awkward. Where would you store this user? Because obviously we don't have classes, so we can't say, oh, this is an instance, and then, you know, we just save it on the class instance, and then, you know, because then we don't have instances. So where would you do this? Dummy check password. Dummy check password. Perform a dummy check to make user enumeration more difficult. What? Okay. So, get by username. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna make a session controller where we're actually gonna make the session. I like how sign out just leads to nowhere. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I love you guys to death. So thank you. Cool. We're logged in. If we click here, it does nothing because we don't have a logout yet. Cool. This sucks. Yeah, this is weird. I don't honestly know how to fix this because I obviously want to show the current user, but I think we'll get there. Because you don't want to just show like check off. It does a check. Oh. God damn it. I think we can maybe do a plug because we do a plug here in the controller, but I think we want to do a plug on a whole set of routes. I think because we want to make an admin panel. That's what we want to do. But yeah, let's just continue. I'm not too fond of this though. I'm not too fond of just like, hey, signed in question mark, and it gets the user, and then it just like makes it a boolean. It's like, yo, that's fantastic, but look at all this waste. But yeah, there's probably ways to store this user or the user ID that's logged in. Could be nice. And then when you delete it, take it out. But oh well, let's just leave it like this. Let's just follow the tutorials if nothing happened. All Gucci. We just are not going to show the username. Just fuck that. You know what? Current user. So we're going to make this. Current user gets a connection and it returns the current user. Otherwise, no. Why not just always return this? And then see what we get back. I'm curious if I'm not logged in what I will get back. But let's see. And then in our here, we want to obviously do this and not do this. We want to do current user. He gets the current user. And then in here, we want to do current user. Fuck. Can I do user? And then, yes. If you're logged in, just sure. See if this breaks everything. All is still good. What if I do this? User thought email. We did it! Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so we got that going. What if I'm logged out? What did I press? Fuck, I'm still logged in. I can't open incognito in a guest thing. I don't understand why not. Okay. Okay, let's clear. Let's clear the I have an idea. We go to the user controller and then we clear the session before this. Do we pipe the connection? So we take con, we pipe it to remove. How do we delete the connection? Phoenix, remove. Oh, wait, it's probably in here. I'm becoming a pro at this. Delete session. Look at that, bro. Obviously, makes total sense. Okay, in the render, it's just gonna remove the connection, obviously, because it already has that. Boom. We are chilling. So when we hit new, registrations, new. Fuck. Oh, right. This makes sense. Because the given value is nil, because it cannot find it, but it throws a huge error. So I guess we need this back. What do we return otherwise? No. Render 2 is undefined. Layout view is unavailable. What? The what now? I don't know what that means. I'm completely fucked up. What did I fuck up? What did I fuck up? Oh. Wait, was it like that? Wait, how was it? It's like if do, right? If do. Oh, if comma do. Otherwise, no. Oh. Great. That is working fantastically. See, we fixed the entire app already. Yeah, we're not really front-ending correctly here, but oof. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yes. So instead of doing this, we're gonna do this. Beautiful. We're gonna turn this into... I don't even know why I'm putting so much effort into this, because we're literally gonna delete all of this. But, you know, I don't care. Spending time here. Enjoying the time here. Beautiful, look at that. Sign up, sign in. Sign in doesn't work. Sign out does work. Beautiful. So test was already taken. So, oh, has already taken, bro. Has already been taken. You dick. Nice. Awesome. So that works. Let's make login. Sign in. Let's make it work. Oh. Yeah, let's make sign in work. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's create a session controller. So did they tell me to just create it, or did they tell me to generate it? Let's create the controller. Okay, sure, whatever. Router, let's make some shit. Okay, let's have a couple things. We have get / sign in sessions controller. Oh, this is they use singular, so session controller new. And then we also have a post for sign in. Just create the session. And then we have a delete or delete. Makes total sense. Let's sign out. All right, all is good. All is good. Beautiful. Now we need a session controller. Session controller.ex. Let's copy pasta, obviously, because we're lazy. At least this. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So now let's just start completely going here already. So we want to get accounts. Do we really need user too? I don't think so, because we're just going to use accounts anyways. That's all we care about. We don't actually use the model. Why do we use the model here? Create user. Oh, here. Yeah. Oh, we pass it an instance of the user so that we can run validations on that thing. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So let's make a new. It takes a con. Also want to copy pasta. Oh, that doesn't have docs. That's okay. Con. And it takes params, but we don't use that. So doesn't matter. So we underscore it. And then we just render new.html, which is our login page. Woo! Log it. And then we create one, which is takes a connection and a session, and then we pass it auth params. Where does auth params come from? Oh, we basically deconstruct. So we pass session, we send it session. Okay, sure. I don't like things calling it session, but sure. Session, and then we deconstruct it as auth params, and then we take auth params username and auth params password, and then we take common in Bcrypt. I don't like that. We gotta abstract the shit out of this. We gotta abstract the shit out of this. So we're gonna make a new one in accounts called auth, and let's copy paste the header. Accounts.auth. Or is it .auth? Accounts user. Yeah, accounts. Or maybe this is just auth. I don't know. Why is this accounts and why not accounts? Why the hard-hitting questions right here. So let's make a folder called auth. Auth.ex. Doesn't need a model. We are chilling. Dev module. Starting to learn this. I'm starting to learn this, chat. I'm telling you. Cats .auth do and dev yes. We basically want. Do we want a method auth check by username and password? Or do we want to make the accounts responsible for the account and an auth to just check if the user has, if there's a user for that password? Because why do we do a bcrypt check pass if we can literally just encrypt the password and then do a database call to check if there's a user and with this password? What's the difference? Why is this done this way? Check pass. Why is this done this way? Is this better? Does anybody know if this is better to do? Is this better to just get the user by email and then check the password for that user? Like, all I want this thing to do is just to bcrypt my shit and then bcrypt the other password. Because in here we just bcrypt hash password salt. Using a randomly generated salt. Check a password by comparing it with a distort hash. Perform a dummy check to make user enumeration more difficult. What? I don't know what that means, but sure. If this is what how they want it, I would do it a little different, but so auth, I would say, I would make an abstraction on top, which would say can log in password. Hmm. I want to abstract this away. I don't want to call bcrypt in my controller, you know? Fuck that. What would I call this though? I don't want to call it login because it doesn't actually log in. What does it do? It just checks the password, I guess. Because then we can change the implementation. Yeah, I think this is fine. So it takes a user and a password. If the user is nil, because I think I can get nil back, right? If I have, or does it just crash? It might just give me a 404. I don't understand. I don't actually know what it does. Okay. What if the username is not there? Does it still get this? Because I think this will throw, doesn't it? Okay, what was this? When nil, do nil. Okay, what if the username doesn't exist? It would throw as well. Okay, I'm really confused. Let's just continue. Let's just build this shit. So, but I'm at least gonna abstract this away. So I'm gonna include this. I like those aliases though. Alias this. So I can do bcrypt, check pass, user password. This is an abstraction. Alright. We'll figure it out later. Auth, and then we do auth, check pass, username with the password. But this is not by username, this will be by email. And this will not be username, this will be email. And this will be password. And then we go to the page path. Pages path. The user or page path. And then we'll see. We'll see. See if this does anything. But we have to make this accounts get user by email. Def get by email. And then if, does that work like that, or do we have to do a comma? What was that? What was this? When is nil email do nil. Def get by email with the email do. Then we do a repo call because we are touching the repo here with the user and then the email. Beautiful. Think this works. Think this works. And now we have to change the link. We're learning a lot here. We're learning a lot. Even though we're not going to keep this code, we're learning a lot, which is important. So session path con new. No, delete. And for sign in, we want to do sessions path con new. Boom, and it broke. What happened? It just keeps on breaking completely, like destroys, terminated. The whole cowboy protocol is terminated. Undefined function. These like, oh, there's a whole, oh, okay. I didn't expect the keyboard do. I thought you could do that, like when, then, no, do. I thought you could do like a without an end, do end. Elixir one line method. How do I do that again? Function. No, I want to do module. Yeah, there we go. Do. That's what I did. Oh, it needs a comma. Yeah. Did I break it? I think it just completely breaks when I do that for some reason. Redo it. Oh, no, still not good. I didn't expect to do. Did you use the do block or? I do this. If condition, when this, do this. Right? Am I off here? Want to know how this works. Def? No. Does you also have an example with when? When do this? When def p do, but no. I want to have a one-liner when do. Can you now do one-liners when do? Elixir when do. When. Method. Yeah, here. What the hell? I'm doing exactly this, right? When is nil, do nil. Oh. God damn it. Oh, still not fucked. Still not good. Because it's already being defined in lib session controller. Oh, wait, did I not rename this? Oopsie. Yikes. Too much copy pasting. We good now. Sign in. Session view is not available. That makes sense. That makes sense. We didn't make a view yet. Copy this. Paste it. Session view. Session. I still haven't learned what you can do with sessions or with views because I literally just copy paste one always. Session. New.html. .ex, I think. EX. Getting weirder by the second. Alright, EX. New.ex. Alright, let's do it up. Let's steal this from here. I'm just gonna do the formula line. And I'm gonna steal it from here because I'm lazy. Alright, yay, log in. Alright. It's gotta be an email though. And password. And sign in. Does it work? We got our login form. Augers. All right, let's see. Test@test.com. Password was 123456. Successfully signed in, but we don't actually create the session. I think. Do we? We do. What the bro? When are we clearing the session? We were clearing the session somewhere. Wait, how many queries are we doing? We do a query every time for the user. Where the user ID is this. Okay, we only check for the email and then we do the rest. But we put the session, but we don't have a session. Or our method is wrong. Current user, which was a helper. Helper auth. Current user. If user ID, then get the user ID. The user for that user ID. Can I actually do this inside the view? I want to see. Yeah, let's see if this works. See if I can just... Four. So we're user 4. We're currently logged in as user 4. Let's see which user was that. Test. Yeah, that makes sense. That's him. That's my boy. We're logged in as user 4. How do we debug this? How the fuck are we not getting the user email? Or is it just not showing up? Oh wait, is this... Huh? Okay. Does this need to be a full boolean? Because I assume this is something, right? User equals this. Wait. Why do you have to... Doesn't if just... Hold up. Okay, that doesn't work. So you need to render. Why does the else not have that then? Is the user not there? If current user do hello else Does it have ternaries? How the fuck? How does this not work? Hold up. Wait, I'm getting the right thing. And then I'm doing this, right? I'm getting here, right? I hope I get there. What the fuck? We do even 2 queries now. Which makes total sense because... This makes total sense because, well... We have the user now. How the fuck are we getting to the else block? What? If user do, otherwise... What the bro? What is this? Oh, this doesn't matter. Assign. Assign current user, current user. What does connection assign do? On assign. Elixir. Phoenix. Assign. Storage of crap. What? Storage of crap. I love this cheat sheet. This is amazing. Assigns hello. User ID 100. Async assign. Fetch session. What is this? I have a feeling that we're doing something really bad, or that the Elixir cast is actually learning us really bad shit. I feel like this is actually really bad shit. The fact that he makes a method like this, and that people are gonna call this multiple times and do multiple database calls is like really scary stuff. But yeah, let's see. So S session. So do we have that in our form Marino? So we make a form to the session path, S session. So every field is now a prefix with session. And then we made a text input, a password input, and a submit field. We send. And we fucking update that. How the fuck? What the hell? I don't understand. Bro. Our view logic is broken. As current user. We're just gonna do this, man. I'm so confused. We know we have a user. Like, we literally deconstructed it before and it was fine. Okay, what if we user.email here? Email is undivided or private. Nil. Wait, we get nil back. Wait a minute. Wait, but if we... doesn't this return? Oh my god. Oh, nil's automatic out. I hope. I thought this was returning. We were just always returning nil. Boyd. Why do you do that? Alright, we're chilling. And just make this better again. Beautiful. It looks really ugly, but you know, we're chilling. Beautiful. I like it. But now, the most important part the fact that we're logged in is nice and all, but this page is always public anyways. Let's make a page that is not public. Let's do it. So let's make a new part, like a scope, I think. Because it needs to always have authentication. Scope /admin. And it always has admin, I think. Phoenix scope. All right. Phoenix scope. Router. Scope. Scoped routes. /admin. That's our boy. True browser. Okay. Use the default browser stack. Sure. Now we make a resource, but we want to do it inside the folder of admin. How do I do that? Admin review controller. So do we now make a folder inside here, or do we make a folder inside here with admin? I don't think it matters. All right, admin.
Hello, my name is Chime, and you're listening to the
Ew, Chime, get out of here. I want music, not text. Controller. All right, beautiful. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. Okay, but what was this one? Physical web. Physical web. So this is the one. I want to do the same. Pretty similar to what I want. Can I just import this? Probably. Just want to have an extra plug. Where do I do the plugs? Where did I, is the plugs only in the router? Oh, see, pipeline API. Can I also take stuff from here? So I want to extend browser pipeline. Is that possible? Phoenix router pipeline. Can I just have multiple pipelines? Oh, I can obviously do multiple pipelines. Pipe true. Ah, we can create a pipeline. Authentication. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. Because authentication is also an API. Oof. Admin. See how to do that. Pipe true. Authenticate user. Ensure admin. Okay. Scope admin. Browse true. It doesn't have a root. Does it matter? Apparently it doesn't matter. Okay, for now, let's not nest this scope inside any other scopes, like scope. Okay. So we have now. As admin. Yeah, that's what we need, because otherwise we get review pass. We need admin review pass. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. What else do we need to do? Pipe true browser. Hello web admin. Hello web. So does it tell me like where should I define those controllers? In a controllers folder and then a folder admin? You can create a scope inside another scope. I like it. So you can. Where do you see review checks? Pipeline review checks. Plug some other plugs. Is that what we want to do? Authentication? Have an authentication pipeline and then just add that to our scope? I guess so. How do we create a plug like that though? How do we create those plugs? Okay, let's just follow the thing again. This is working, all nice and dandy. They add a plug, check auth, and then they create a function in line. I don't want to add a function in line. Yeah, come on, Amsterdam. Okay. I don't know if we need this. I think we can just use Bcrypt web. I don't honestly know what that's for either. Do not define functions inside the quoted expressions below. Instead, define any helper functions in modules and import those modules here. Okay. Yeah. We want to have at least a route where we can define that we always need to be authenticated. And I want to add my own plug. How do I add my own plug? I don't want to do this in a controller. Are you fucking crazy? I don't want to do that every time. I want to do that once. I don't want to just where would I think that belongs? It's like really router specific though. It's like auth specific, maybe. Needs authentication. Requires auth. Connection arguments. I feel like this is good, but if the user is logged in, is this the end? Oh goodness, what is this indentation? My lord. And set the current user to this, and then type it like this. And then otherwise do this shit. What does halt do? Halt prevents any other plugs from being invoked. Scary stuff. I don't understand what a sign is, man. Maybe that's what we need to do. Now this user is connected to the... So now we can only get the user once. But signed in was like checked every time I called a function. This is... I don't think this is the proper thing, but let's just import auth. It was a router thing, right? Import Bizra cats auth. Okay, and now I think in the router we have access to this. And then we say plug inside scope router Elixir. Maybe I'm doing it completely wrong. I don't know, but I'm just playing, you know? We all playing. Oh shit, I have to make a plug like this? Yikes. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. I feel like this is not the right way. I want to do a check before. Pipelines. Session. Plug session. Da, da, da. Doesn't seem like what we want. Oh, I'm really confused. I feel like this tutorial is leaving me in the dark. Let's see what others are doing. We're in the end gonna use this, but I just want to see. Everybody's using Guardian because it's like it's the same thing as if you were doing like Rails, and then you would try and make an application. It would just all use fuck, what was that thing called? Rails Authentication. It's exactly the same. You're literally only gonna get device. It's like used by everyone. It's like 18,000 stars. Because it literally does everything. Oh, that's a talk. You're saving a password hint. Acto hashed password. Oh, they immediately like write some tests for it. I like it. Nice, some controller tests. Wait, there's no test yet, is there? Oh. There's a test. Describe login. Successful authentication as a user. That's nice. I like that. Oh, yeah, an add spec? What? What does this do? Add spec. Index. Is this like types? So index is a plug connection T. It needs an email and a password with the types of string. What? And then it returns a plug connection T. Add spec. Is that something from? Oh, can't type. Add spec Elixir. Type specs. That's cool. By default, Elixir provides some basic types such as integer or PID. Those complex types, for example, round, which rounds a float to its nearest integer. Round takes a number, like returns an integer. Loosey calculator. Add number to number. Oh. So it does the calculation and then it returns a, what was this again? Map? I think that's a map. Returns a number and a string inside the map. This is cool. This is nice. I like this. So you specify what the type is of the input and output. Oh, wait, there was more. Defining function specs this way works, but it quickly becomes annoying when we're repeating the type number string over and over and over. So you can specify types. You can even add a type doc. Damn, that's nice. I like that. Make quiet. Oh, that's here. Private function. Quiet calculator. So it takes a loosey calculator, but it makes it quiet. So it takes the number from the result of the lousy calculator, and then it only takes the number and it doesn't do anything with the remark. Yeah. So it, yeah. It deconstructs basically. It says that this is it, and then we deconstruct this, and we only pass through the number. Type specs are not only useful for developers as additional documentation. Erlang tool Dialyzer, for example, uses type specs in order to perform static analysis of code. That's why in quiet calculator example, we wrote a spec for make quiet function even though it was defined as a private function. I see. That's cool. That's really nice. We also add callback. Say we want to implement a bunch of parsers. Each parser parsing structured data. For example, a JSON parser and a message pack parser. Each of these two parsers will behave the same way. Both will provide a parse function and an extension function. The parse function will return an Elixir representation of the structured data, while the extension function will create a list of file extensions that can be used for each type of data. JSON for JSON files. Modules adopting the parse behavior will have to implement all the functions defining the... Oh shit. This is like interfaces. That's neat. Yeah. Fuck, dude, that's amazing. So they do have like the concept of like interfaces. That's nice. That's really cool. You can see callback expects a function name, but also the function specifications, like the one used in the spec directive we saw above. Also note that the term type is used to represent the parsed value. In Elixir, the term type is a shortcut to represent any type. Okay, that's a weird name. Why not just call it any? Term. What the fuck? Out of all the things they could have picked. Dynamic dispatch. Pairs are frequently used with dynamic dispatching. For example, we could add a parse function to the parser module that dispatches to the given implementation and returns OK or raises an error. Right. I see. Function at the parser module that dispatches to the given implementation and returns OK result or raises in case of an error. But wait, if I do this, does that mean that the YAML parser only needs to implement these two and he will get this one for free? Or will he just like take the behavior, so only the callbacks? And then the parser.parse is the only .parse with a bang that we know. I don't know, it could be. Alright, let's continue. Let's at least finish authentication today. But we gotta somehow protect our thing though. Yes, cool and all, but I wanna know how to block someone when authorized here. Where is this index? The auth controller. How do we always go through the auth controller to the next one? Because normally you do that with inheritance. Or like a before action. So you would say like, before, like in Rails you would say you make another controller, like an admin controller, that has a before action to check if the user is authenticated, and then all the other admin controllers would inherit from that admin controller, so they would all have that before action. But I think this should be done in a plug, but I don't know how to make a plug. I don't know if this is too much work. Plug lives at the heart of Phoenix's HTTP layer. Does this thing have anything? Just come with a plug or something? No? Okay. Authenticate connection. Now, how just a few steps require complicated nesting and duplication? Let's improve this with a couple plugs. Plug authenticate. This is what we need. Plugs. So where do they keep these plugs? They put it above the router. No. See, I like this, having the plug authenticate here. Well, maybe it already works, who knows? So let's say we added this already to the web here, right? User gets auth, so let's try and add a plug. Can I add a plug just like inside a scope? Let's just add it to the browser. See what happens. See if this breaks shit. Yeah, this definitely broke shit. Alright, what is the problem here? Exception was raised. Oh, shit. We did it again. Get session. Right. Get session from what? Where was get session coming from? From accounts. No, wait, huh? How do we get the session again? We did it in auth already, right? No, we checked the path. Wait, get session, isn't that on a connection? Oh, it's a controller thing. Yeah. Or maybe it's one of these. I think we're doing something fundamentally wrong, and I don't really know what. Right. I think there's some videos on authentication on Elixir. GraphQL. Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Yep, this is all we've done. Created a bunch of users. He added a uniqueness constraint, a validate confirmation. Sure, I don't really care too much. Oh, nice, he added these as like constants, kind of. Okay, this is already something we've done. But what about the authenticate user password? See, this is kind of what I wanted to do. And log in. Yeah, see? He also put auth instead of accounts. And then he also abstracted away encryption. Huh. That's pretty cool. I like that better. But let's continue. That's not the problem that we run into. Yep, validate password is just calling the... This is the encryption part. So he just like... This guy also like abstracted away the Bcrypt. I think it's pretty nice. I like that. Log in, log out. Yeah, we have that. Put session, this is what we have too. But he does auth login. I like this a lot more than just fetching the user first. What does he do the same thing? Auth login, what does that look like? Auth login. He does do the same thing. Then it calls Authenticate, which is literally just like, if there's a user, if there's nil, then false. There is, then validate the password for the user. Okay, so he puts the session. That's nice. But now let's so he created helper functions for view. Logged in. That's nice. I don't think he actually like blocked off a page from yeah. Shit. He actually got to the point where we were, and then he didn't fix it. Oh, he's just yep, he's just explaining his library. That's good. Authentication. Oh, this guy's also learning it. Nice. Look at that secret, boy. Where are we at? Is this old? 2017. Yep, all good. Guy's doing exactly the same thing I do. That's why I think you want to have an encryption module too. So you can have like the Bcrypt abstracted away and just encryption, and you can include encryption in both your schema, or like, what is it called these days? I would say model, but it's not. I think it's just called changelog. No. What is it called? Did they call it schema? Repo. They call it repo. No, schema. I don't know. That file. Yeah, it's just definitely not there yet. I don't really know how to block off a user from accessing one page, except for doing it in the controller, but I really don't like doing that. Sounds like a really bad idea. Can do it for now. Plug Uber out. They do it in every controller, I suppose. Oh. Log out. There's no plugs here yet. Oh, verify session. Here, browser out. So they do create some plugs for them. So I guess we can do the same thing here. Dev module. Let's do it above the router for now. Like, fuck it. It should actually be in the module itself, but I don't know where to put it. Auth. Hello web. It is a web thing. So maybe we need a folder called plugs. I'm okay with that. Plugs. Just like here, plugs and then locale. Auth. Def module. Jizrocats web dot plugs dot auth. And then import this. And then I think it has init and call. I don't know what init is, but call. So we get a connection, and then we obviously want to do based on a connection. We want to do this. I don't know what default is, but so you get a connection and we get the session. I think, oh, we can just do this, right? And see what happens. Default. What if we don't need an init? Can we just skip it? Because I feel like we don't need a default value because we're not storing anything. So I don't think we need that. It seems to be like controller stuff though. Does that matter? Okay, let's try it. Let's import this. So I think we should do this in here. And then pipeline, browser auth, admin auth, browser auth. Let's do that. And then plug, not this. What was it called? Auth. How do I give it a name though? Oh, you just give it the full path. I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that too. So we don't need that shit here. And then it's broken as fuck. What is broken about it, boy? Get session, undefined function. Again. Authentication plug. Elixir Phoenix. How does that work? Set current user. User signed in. If you have a current user, you can say that it's signed in, right? This makes more sense. You store the user on the connection. Or at least the user. Yeah. User ID. And it gets the user every time. Authenticate user when actions, new, create, update, delete. Do you have to say that manually every time you hit the controller? I can't say a whole scope needs this. So we send him back to the login page. And if he's logged in, the init params do end. Still a compiler. Let's try again. See what kind of error we get. Oh, it seems to work now. Okay, let's sign out. No route found. Wait, huh? Session control delete. Did I not make that? Yeah, I did, right? Oh, we didn't have a delete yet. Oh. I don't care about the params. Let's see. Let's steal that from here. Delete. Delete the session. You've been successfully deleted. So Percy, how's it going? So go back to pages. Page path index. Good. Thought it was sign out. Thought I made this sign out. How is that not here? How is that not here? There's a sign right here. Delete. Oh, this is a get. Hold up. Obviously. Sign out. Delete. Method delete. Wait, you can set the method to be delete? Wow. Alright. Successfully signed out. Okay, let's now add this this pipeline to it too. Can I just like add an array here of things to pipe through? Probably. I want to sleep, but I can't. Gotta try, my man. You gotta try. Alright, let's try it. So let's say a get is also going to be to the pages controller for admin, but it's also going to check. So if we do /admin, You need to be signed in. That is good. And if I do test at test.com and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm successfully logged in. And I now go to admin. Accounts is not available. What do you mean accounts is not available? Where is that? Plugs. In one of my plugs. Oh, right. I don't think I imported that. Accounts, yeah. Still not okay? Init is undefined. What? 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 I don't understand. That's kind of funny. Where's it going wrong? We're getting the user. We're assigning a user to the connection. We are logged in. We sign out. We sign in. Or we go into /admin. We're getting thrown up. We sign in instead. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We log in. We're successfully logged in. It shows that we're logged in. We now go to admin. It breaks. Admin page controller. Oh, it's trying to resolve the admin page controller. Because we said that all the modules were resolved from here. Okay, that's okay. Let's create an admin controller then. Dev module jizzrockets web dot admin dot admin controller. Yeah. Okay. Dev index connection params that we don't use. Render index. Is that how that works? Render con index. Okay, so then it's gonna complain about a view, right? Oh. Oh yeah, page controller. We have to change that to be and then gonna talk about views. Oh, it's still not chilling. Still kind of dying right now. I don't know why. We have to do it. We have to do this? Those errors sometimes, and the way it is, the whole web server crashes is like super spooky. Undefined function render. Oh wait, I have to import the fact that it is a controller, obviously. That would make sense. Okay. All is good, all is good. Oh no, I think I'll crash the whole web server. That is a little annoying. I make a lot of mistakes early on, and then okay, we need admin view. Still don't really know what views are for. I just created them, but I just copy everything all the time. Now we need a admin view. We need templates. Templates admin/admin. Admin panel, woo! Awesome job. Wow. Let's go, dude. So now if we log in, we kind of want it to send us over to our admin panel. So we want to say that this is as admin. Was that what it was? As admin. So now if we do mix route, mix Phoenix routes. It has an admin path. Yes, that's where we want to go. So after it's logged in, so we sign out. Oh, session controller is not available. What? What do you mean? Of course it is available. It's right here. What do you mean? Oh, that is weird. What happened here? That is so strange. Did I delete this? Sign out. Session controller, delete. It says that the session controller doesn't exist. But I can say the route is there. What is happening? It says no file. Session controller. Pretty sure that's there. I mean, it was there before. Session controller. All of a sudden, does it not work anymore? We just made it. It was just working just yet. What the heck? What the fuck? Yeah, this is magic for me. What the hell? This is complete magic. I really don't understand. It says that the session controller is not there on Just Regards Web. I'm lost. I'm completely lost. What about sign in? The whole session controller cannot be found. But then the page controller can be found. And what about playlists? Playlist is also found. What the frick? What the frick? Route. Am I missing something here? Session. Session view. Session view. What the fuck? These are templates. I don't care about those. Care about those too much. What the fuck? Init is undefined. Module just requires web session controller. I don't know, man, but it's right there. Alright, let's restart. I don't understand. What is happening? What? It was just... Oh my god. That's really shitty. Alright. Logged in. I'm now in my admin panel. I log out. What the fuck? That is such an annoying or deadly experience. Just the server just like borked. So random. Alright, I'm okay with that. Okay, well, we got authentication working. So I think I might call it a day here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I know this is not like interesting for everyone, but I've learned a lot. We've went over and checked out how we can make authentication ourselves, and we definitely have to work on our indentations here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. There's definitely some things that I can improve on. I think next time we'll just actually hook into Guardian and actually get a proper one in, because I don't want to maintain authentication myself. You know, that's just dumb. If I let's say I want to log in with some other provider, or like I want to log in using Google, or I want to log in using with two-factor authentication, I have to like do that all by myself, and that's like a lot of work. So if I were to advise anyone, I would literally just tell everyone to just use a library. There's a ton of libraries out there that literally give you functionality of login, registration, everything, with a ton of plugins, because there's not a real reason to do authentication yourself. Because if you ever want to expand, why not just let the library do all the work for you? Like, there's not a lot of cases where you need like ultimate flexibility, where you're like, holy shit, if only I managed my own authentication system this time around instead of using a library. That situation I've never occurred. I've never seen, and pretty much everybody does like standard authentication anyways. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and see you guys in the next one.